Hi, I'm going to show you how to configure advanced blocking pages with SSL Orchestrator. Based on this GitHub repository right here, this assumes that you have a SSL Orchestrator deployed. In this case, it's an L3 outbound deployment, and I have a security policy configured with the service chain. In this case, I'm running version 21 of Big IP and version 13 of SSL Orchestrator. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is download the installer. Okay, and then this next step here makes the downloaded script executable. And the next step here is to export the Big IP username and password for the installer to use. And I will change this to my super secret password that I use for the lab. And the next thing we're going to do is run the installer. Okay, so the installer is going to create a new inspection service and all the other objects needed for the advanced blocking pages policy. And part of that is this service right here. Now, in order to customize the functionality, we need to edit an I rule. This I rule right here, advanced blocking pages rule, this is where we do all the configuration to customize the functionality. So step number one, we'll go over the other options here. Step number one, though, is essentially to enable this by setting the global block to 1. Okay, and so let's go ahead and take a look at the SSL Orchestrator configuration. We have a service chain here, and I have my advanced blocking page. Okay, so now that that's deployed, we need to check the security policy here. There we go. Okay, and you'll see here I have all traffic set to go to that service chain. Let's go ahead and add a rule here. So what you might want to do is essentially block any malware related categories. That'd be a good place to start. Okay, so this would be a good policy to use for blocking obvious threats, but it will make it more difficult to actually test whether the policy is working. So I'm going to add additional category here to make it a little easier to test. I'm going to add the alcohol and tobacco category here. Now, it's counterintuitive, but we set the action to allow. The SSL proxy action has to be intercept, and then the service chain is this one right here. And I admit this is a little unusual of a demonstration, but it's just to show you the functionality. So we'll go ahead and deploy. Okay, so now we have all the policy and everything in place on the Big IP. Let's go over to this client computer here and see if, let's see, first of all, double check here. Yeah, that's my special certificate authority. So I know that SSL Orchestrator is intercepting this. So we'll see what Marlboro does. And look, it's blocked. And that's just from the policy that we created. So what if you wanted to, say, customize the blocking page? Well, it's not too difficult to do. There are examples that you can pull down from this page here, and that's what I've already done. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to load that. Under System, File Management, and then iFile List, go to Import, choose the file. Now this is the blocking page sample that I downloaded from the GitHub repository. And I'm going to choose Overwrite Existing and make sure it's the advanced blocking page and go to Import. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to the client and see what our customized block page looks like now. Oh, look at that. It's a special page with cool graphics and everything like that. And I'll show you one more quick customization that you can do. So if I go back over to the iRule list, and I do that, I'm going to go ahead and change this here. Okay, so I put in a special custom message here. Make sure to click Update. And then we'll take a look at what this looks like on the client. And you can see that that was quickly changed over here to something that would be appropriate to whatever you want to include. Now, I will say there's a bunch of other customization options you can do here, and I'm not covering all of them in the demo video. They are in the article, but some of the stuff that you might be interested in is being able to handle server-side certificate errors, and so on and so forth. So I appreciate you taking the time to view this demo. Thank you.